Hi, in this video we are going to learn how to draw a syntactic tree. But first, we are going to find out what syntax is. The subject of syntax is a sentence which can be divided into words and structures. A sentence will lose its meaning without words, and words will lose its positions without structures. Therefore, both words and structures are needed to form a sentence. Then, what is structure? A structure is constructed when it has orientation and hierarchy. While orientation is related to the linear order of words, hierarchy is related to the order of combining words. Combining two words and therefore constructing structures, these are the work of syntax. Therefore, doing a syntax means studying syntactic rules, constructing structures, and studying words that occupies the positions in those structures. Now let's talk about syntactic trees. Syntactic trees are composed of several points-out lines, which are called nodes and branches, respectively. Branches, the lines, indicate the distance between nodes. For example, consider each branch as 1 centimeter. In that case, the distance between xp and xbar would be 1 centimeter, whereas the distance between xp and x would be 2 centimeter. Nodes, on the other hand, include the endpoints of its branch and the intersecting points as well. Okay, before we are going to draw a syntactic tree, you must remember one big principle. Every word must have 3 levels. Well, what does it mean? Every word must have 3 levels, which are word levels, intermediate levels, and phrasal levels. Word levels are where words are inserted. Along with other phrasal levels or word levels alone, they can form intermediate levels. Then, along with other phrasal levels or intermediate levels alone, they can form phrasal levels. On the other hand, the variable x in the tree can be any other categories such as nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and prepositions. Thanks to this single variable x, we can generalize many syntactic rules into just a few numbers of rules. Well, some might ask this: why is the intermediate level needed? First, we postulate the intermediate level in order to distinguish between complements and adjuncts. Complements are syntactically required by hands because they generate ungrammatical sentences without them. Therefore, complements make a syntactic contribution. As a result, has and complements combine to form a new structure. On the other hand, adjuncts are syntactically optional because they do not generate ungrammatical sentences even without them. Therefore, adjuncts do not make any syntactic contribution. As a result, adjunct and other levels of categories do not make a new structure. What if there aren't intermediate levels? Let's see what happens. Look at the structures of red apples and kill John. Those two phrases have the same structure without postulating intermediate levels. In case of the phrase red apples, the adjective red is labeled as A, and the noun apple is labeled as N. Then A and N combine to form a bigger structure, MP. In case of kill John as well, the verb kill is labeled as V, and the noun John is labeled as N. Then V and N combine to form a bigger structure, VP. In both cases, the relation between each pair of words in red apples and kill John is head complement relation. However, although John is the complement of the verb kill, is the adjective red the complement of the noun apples? No. Therefore, in order to distinguish between complements and adjuncts, we need intermediate levels. Well, then what should the intermediate levels be like? Let's suppose the intermediate levels are MPs. In this case, the adjunct red and MP apples combine to form the same structure, not a bigger structure. Therefore, we can distinguish between complements and adjuncts. However, another problem arises. We cannot distinguish between specifiers and adjuncts. Think about this. How would you draw a tree for the red apples? In the phrase the red apples, the adjunct red doesn't change the grammaticality of the phrase. With the adjunct or not, the phrase will be always grammatical, although its meaning will change a bit. On the other hand, the specifier the does change the grammaticality of the phrase when needed. Therefore, according to the structure of the phrase the red apples like this, the specifier becomes an adjunct because it does not create a bigger structure. Therefore, the intermediate vowels should be different from word vowels and phrasal vowels as well. By postulating and ba, the intermediate vowel, we can now distinguish between specifiers and adjuncts. In addition, we can see that the head n projected to mba and then mp. Thus, other categories also need to be projected through three vowels as well. Therefore, in the structure of the phrase the red apples, we can see that determiner is projected through three vowels, adjective and noun as well. Like this, we can now distinguish between specifiers and complements as well. Specifiers and XBAs are sisters, while complements are only sisters of word vowel X's because complements are always required by has. So these are the key points of the expert theory, and we can sum them up like this. First, the main principle is every word must have three vowels. Every word in the tree, including determiner, adjective, and noun, should have three vowels, which are word vowels, intermediate vowels, which are represented by XBAT, and then phrasal vowels. Next, the three rules under the main principle are like this. First, the adjunct's mother should be same as its sister. In this structure, we can see that the mother of the adjunct red is mba, which is same as its sister mba. Second, the specifier's mother should not be same as its sister. In this structure, we can see that the mother of the specifier the is mp, and the sister of it is mba, not the same vowel. Third, the complements and the heads should be sisters. In this structure, we can see that the complement John and the head V, Q, are sisters. If you remember the principle and the rules introduced in this video, you will be able to draw all the syntactic trees you need with ease. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it was helpful for you.